What's up, guys? It's Doo Poker here for Drivehud, and I will be two-tabling 10 NL Blitz for about a half hour today. Hopefully we can get into some cool spots. Now this player pool is much harder than a normal 10 NL player pool. I think it has something to do with rakeback. There's a lot more grinders because of the 27% rakeback offered. So you'll see a lot of less recreational players here. It's a fold. All right, king 10 off. In the cutoff is a standard open. See what happens. Small blind calls. I'm sure this guy's going to call as well. Jacks on the left-hand table. This is an overbet spot. So, heads up, if this was button versus BB or even cutoff versus BB, yeah, it's because we have all aces and queens, and they don't. And we also, this is an overbet. I'm a little worried about the this guy, small blind, but at the same time, he's in a really tough spot if he has like ace jack. Okay, he called. That's not good. Now we'll just check. He probably has like ace jack specifically, or maybe just like an ace. So in this spot, we'll just check and try to get the showdown. I'm thinking about bluffing this river. The thing is I'm not going to have many bluffs on this run out, so I think I can go for it. And I got snap called. Wow, we had ace queen there. Surprised he didn't. I guess I ran to the top of his range there. Most of the time he's going to have not top two. But, happens. I still like my play. Let's see, on this board we want to bet, I would say medium sizing. The king is better for us. Well, that was a fun hand in the first hand, just spewing off 50 BBs. I don't think it was spew per se. I don't think he checks. I didn't think he would check top two paired in the river. It's kind of interesting. But it's okay. Still don't hate the way I played it. It's an overbet spot on that board always. Three-way, it might be different, but I still think you want to bet. You always want to, I mean, I've been studying like Pluribus's overbet spots, and he always bets 2x pot. And then on the turn, the sizing is always pot. So I went over, because Pluribus played 10,000 hands, and I went over every single overbet spot, and ace queen X boards are always overbet, so it was just unfortunate he had the top of his range. It was literally, that's like the second best hand he can have besides like sevens, I guess, was ace queen 7 board, I think, right? And I think the river's a fine bluff because, well, you're never going to win a showdown, that's first of all. Second of all, the 10 is better for you, right? Yeah. I believe. Yeah, 10's probably better for you. You block king jack, which is good. He's just going to have a lot of ace X there. That's going to be put in a really tough spot. Okay. Just want to check the Monka ranges. I'm sure this is just always a fold, but I know it's a 4-bet some frequency. Nope, ace 10 is okay. So ace 10 will be 4-bet. All right. Standard 3-bet here. Queen Jack 5 board is a... You want to bet pretty big on this board. Reason is, well, we have a huge range advantage. 13% over... Ugh. What's this check raise? 11%? Ugh. I think with a club, I continue. Without a club, I fold. I think that's fair. If it's a club, you want a club because we have more equity to the pot. Even though a club, you're ahead of clubs. Yeah. Yeah, 11% isn't that high. I also c-bet 75% pot, which makes his check raising range stronger. Well, session's not going great to start, but that's how poker rolls. Let's see what we got here. This guy 4-bet. It's a small sample, but he does have a decent 4-bet. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, as I was saying, the reason there's a lot of more serious players here and less recreational players is because of the rakeback. There's a decent amount of pros that play even as low as 25 NL, just because they can multi-table and get guaranteed money with the 27% rakeback. A 9-9-2 board, the 9s benefit him slightly. Although I still want to bet this hand because there's a lot of good turns for me. So I think half sizing is the best sizing. Now this guy has a 17.4%. That's high. Let's see what we have. Check raise 7-7 on. Check raise is light. The 3's a blank. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm gonna check and then bluff some rivers. That's a river I'll bluff. Now is this guy gonna call me with 7s here? I don't know. I think with... I don't know. Only way to find out. I don't mind it. I do not mind it. Oh, he had a 9. Wow. Didn't check raise me with a 9? That's interesting. I think you shouldn't check raise there with a 9. Because it's a weaker 9, but you want to check raise your stronger 9s. Just has top of his range. No big deal. It's about right. All right, ace jack off is a... Ooh, is this might be a squeeze. I gotta check this out again. It's 50-50. Of course, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, actually, I like it better. 1, 2, 4. Yep. Get the ISO also the fish. Hopefully this guy folds and this guy ships it, and I can just get it in against a dominated range. Look, if this guy just ships it, that's perfect. That works too. 9-7 suited. Interesting. Don't mind the bluff. I block clubs. Do not mind it. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. With no... close. Close. With no diamond. I still think I want to bet this. A Jack 9-2 board is like, there's a decent amount of good turns for you. That give you equity at least. That would not be one of them. So whenever the top card pairs, you want to, let's see, I want to go 1, 3, 5. You want to check range. Actually, that's not true. You don't want to check range, but you want to check a lot. Check often, I should say. I'm just looking at this hand. This might be a... I don't block diamonds, which is really good. I'm thinking about check raising here. King Queen would be the ideal one. I block King Queen. All right, I'm going to check raise. I think it's okay. I mean, the thing is like King Queen would probably be better here to do that with. And he calls. Queen 10 got there. That's awful river. Diamonds. You already beat diamonds, right? A 9. Okay, you're already ahead of diamonds. So we don't have to worry about diamonds. I'll check. I'm going to fold. I think I'm ahead here. Yep. Yeah, I was like, you're already ahead of diamonds, so this guy really didn't bluff his diamonds. I was going to snap call that river. You were going to get snap called on the river. Let's see. Ace 4 diamonds, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, King Queen is probably the best hand to do that with on the turn, but I don't know. We have a decent amount of jacks. It's cut off versus button. I have all Jack 10 out, 10 off suits. I have all Queen Jack off, King Jack off, Ace Jack off, all Jack 7 suited, 8 7, Jack 8 suited, Jack 9 suited, everything. So I have a ton of jacks. So you do need to have some bluffs on the turn. You can't just be a nit. Check. Alright, don't want to overbet this turn because he probably bets the flop with flush. Got some kings. We got some. Let's get some cool hands going. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. See what we got. Yeah, so this player pool, I mean, they just had this bonus builder promotion where if you play a certain amount of hands, you get $1,000 in bonus money, but it's actually kind of misleading because it takes a super long time to clear this bonus. Like you could never clear you get a month to clear $1,000, but you could probably clear maybe like $50 at, I'm gonna bet range here first of all, at my stakes because you just don't generate enough rake. But that was, yeah, no one, this is a super, no one check raises these flops light, even though you probably should. I have to run this in the solver, but yeah, it's cool. But yeah, not many people check raise those flops like the monotone middling boards. So I'd say the player pool is probably, at peak hours, I've seen as many as like 350 people in the 10 and L player pool. But now, since the promotion is over, it was like around 150 to 200 people at peak time. All right. See what we got over here. So I played about 75,000 hands so far at this limit. And yeah, player pool is definitely, it's definitely more difficult. but it's definitely still beatable, even though the rake is ridiculous. The rake is about 12 BBs per 100 at 10 NL. Just to give you some perspective, at 2550 NL for 5K buy-in, the rake is 0.8 BBs per 100. So it's literally over 11 more BBs. So your biggest opponent in these low stakes games, these micro stakes games, is the rake. Because there's no opponent that is beating the game at 12 BBs 100 over a big sample. There's no chance. That would be an amazing win rate. A solid win rate for this would be like 5. Like 5 BBs would be a solid win rate. And what's kind of cool is, well, there's no 25 NL, but when you get to 50, the rake is between like 6 and 7. So your win rate will most likely stay the same. So let's say you have a 5 BB win rate at 10 NL. Well, the players will be better at 50, but you're also paying 3 BBs or 4 BBs less in rake. So your win rate will most likely stay the same because the rake is so massive. All right, I'm going to stop clicking my mouse like a completely insane person. 9's in the big blind. Ace-5. Ace-5 would be an open. Ace-2 and Ace-3 would be folds here if it was RFI to me. Ugh. Just ships it. Ugh. I don't know. I feel like these hands, these are never like you just ship 40 BBs, right? Like this is always like a low pocket pair, or even like he doesn't have like queens here. No, he doesn't. He never has like queens here. So I'm going for it. No chance he has queens. Ace king. 4-5. That's what I thought. Because you want action with big hands. So it's kind of just a psychological thing. Where he's just going to ship because he's going to ship his ace king, but he's going to bet smaller with like his aces and kings and queens. This is, let me check Monker. It's probably like a very low frequency, but I like to just check sometimes. I think it's like 10 or 20. It's not even. 7-6 is, oh my God, 7-6 is just that awful. All right, fold. I thought it was a low frequency, but I guess it's just no frequency. All right, it's fold. 4s, you don't really need a random number generator, but if you want to get fancy, it doesn't really matter that much. It really won't affect your win rate at all. People that, you don't need a random number generator to beat 10 NL. And it's not even going to be anything to your win rate. So people that are like, oh, I use my random number generator, it's just kind of like fancy talk. You need to learn your ranges first, which is way more important than anything. All right, this guy is, all right, that's it. 21%. Let's get below bluffs. Okay, I gotta fold this one. Thing is I want to 4-bet bluff this guy, but this hand's so bad. I'm gonna fold. Let's see what Monker would do there. The thing is Queen 9 is just such a bad hand. Like, yeah, like Queen 10's folded. Queen 10 I might have called there. All right. Some of these guys are very, very aggressive, like crazy, like 13, 14% 3-bet. But I know most of the player pool since I've been here for 75,000 hands. I've kind of gotten to know a little bit. All right. King, queen. This guy opens. We have him as a station, 8%. Like this guy. Look at this guy. 14% 3-bet. He's a 26, 21, 12 over 3,300 hands. Ugh. Man, that kind of makes me want to 4-bet. That really makes, but this guy's so low. He's an 8. It doesn't really matter. I don't think that much. You know what? I'm going for it. For the vid. For the vid. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. King Queen is a range bet. For the vid. Here we go. The guy just is such an insane person. Like 14% is way too much. I think a good 3-bet percentage against under the gun is like 7 or 8. This is an overbet spot. Again, we tried this earlier. Let's try it again. Jack 9-5 is a clear overbet spot. You can only be betting one size here, which is over. Or checking. Oh, it doesn't work. Hey, one of these days I'm going to hit my gut shot. Yeah, I have to call you. You have an ace, you win. Nope. Okay, so remember what I was saying earlier. You always want to bet pot. So once you 2x pot the flop, your turn sizing is always going to be pot or a check. So the ace is way better for me, I pot. Maybe he has ace jack and just crushes me. Man. These guys are just running so hot versus me. It's hilarious. What did you even have? You have just like ace X of diamonds or something? It's pretty crazy. Nice hand. I will confirm that in the solver later, but I am 99% sure that the Jack 9-5 board is an overbet spot for a 2x pot. And the ace is pretty much the best card in the deck for me. So I should be pounding hard. It's unfortunate he had... Okay, let's see what we got here. So, mostly a call. If we want to get technical, which we will. SB versus BB. Jack 10 is a... It is actually a 50% 4-bet. So we will 4-bet. Because why not? 4-bets are hard to play against. Especially against someone that's like a 10% or a 9%. I mean, if you have like... Oh, here we go. Fun times. I could have RNG'd that, I guess. He's going to have ace-king here a ton. That's going to make ace-king much less likely. Yep, got to go for it. Take it down. God, maniac mode activated. All right, here we go. So the thing is this is why you only bet 1/4 pot in a 4-bet pot. Because you want to not commit yourself on the flop. So the SPR is only like 2 there, right? So that's why you bet small, because you want to leverage your stack on the turn. Because on the turn, it's still a pot size bet for an all-in. So, I mean, if he has an ace there, he's calling me, right? But, like, if he doesn't have an ace, he's never calling. This is a raise. Crazy daisy. All right. This guy will probably call me with, like, 7-6 off. Well, cool hand so far. I'll do this. It's like 25%, so we'll do 25. Nope. We got here. 4 is always an open. Basic pre-flop. Pre-flop's the most important street because literally everything is built from pre-flop. So you always want to get your pre-flop ranges correct first. The most important street is pre-flop. Oh, wow. I hit a set. I actually don't have to bluff this hand. Sweet. So sizing 10-9-4. You always want to size down multi-play. I think I'm going to go just 1/3. 1/3-ish, I should say. It's like 85 cents. Calls. Wow, no respect. Well, now Jack 8 got there. And so what do you think about... So checking here would be bad. The thing is He's not going to call Jack 8, most likely, in the small blind. He will call King Jack. Interesting. What about Queen Jack? King Jack, Queen Jack. What about Jack 10? This guy's... You know what? I think bet half pot here, because not only are you multi-way, you still want to get odds to call if he check raises you, right? So if he check raises me here, I can still have odds to. That's awful. Well, he definitely has a straight, and he made it huge. That's a huge sizing tell. So if you notice here, I mean, this is a snap fold. This is like the easiest fold ever. Look at his sizing. It's so bad. It's literally 6x on top of this guy too. That's already in the pot. Like, how does he know he doesn't have a straight? Yeah, snap fold. That was unfortunate. I'm just gonna make the tough folds. Folding sets on the turn, like a boss. Let's see what we got. All right, couple cool spots. That was a huge sizing tell. So most players at these limits have sizing tells. They'll bet bigger when they have the nuts, and they'll bet smaller when they have like a good but not great hand. And you can kind of pick up on that and exploit that to your advantage. So you can overfold to big bets, and then you can overbluff when they bet middling size. Alrighty then. What we got? I do block. 10. These boards are always interesting to me. I think I have more 10s than him. No, I don't. Say it's a wash. What's his 31? All right, I'm gonna bet half pot. I want to put all pocket pairs that are under a 9 in a tough spot. And he just raises me on the flop. What is up with this guy in the raises? Interesting. Is it the second time he did that too, I think? What is up with the raises, huh? Fuck this guy. Excuse my language. I just don't know what is up with the raises. But we're going to figure it out right here. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe you. I just don't believe you when I have good blockers. Okay, I believe you now. Oh, God. These guys just have it every time? Unreal. All right. So, let's see. Raises with trips. Calling range weak. So, attack is calling range. So, no. Guy raises me with a trip 10s. He 100% had trip 10s there. Or he could have had 9s. The thing is, it makes your calling range weak. Right? So now you're doing this. Now you're raising. So now your calling range is going to be super weak. All right. So I raise this as a... This is actually an overbet spot. A 10-7 5 board. Yes. Overbet spot again. I should have made it. I should have made it 180, I think, just in case, because this guy's in a ship. I don't want to get caught in between there, but that's fine. Whatever. All right, we'll do a couple more orbits, and then. Thought we had some kind of cool hands. Some action. It's always good to have a little action. I don't even know if I won or lost in this video. I think I might have broken even. Couple cool spots. All right, let's see what we got. Crazy. Foldy. Folds. Open. RNG this to 25. Got some snowmen. Snowmen on the right. Oh, man. Ace 7's so bad. It really is. But this guy makes it so small. I have to call. This is way too small. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's it's an easy game. I'm going to fold against this guy. This guy's not going to fold. Interesting. He checks to me. You should range check this if you're the big blind. I think I'm going to check back, but I'd bet a weaker one. Yeah. I would bet a weaker flush because it's more vulnerable. But I have the stone cold nuts, so I'm not as vulnerable, so I can check back a lot. Then I can call. So I'm hoping the river is not like, I'm hoping the river's a high card and not like a 4 or an 8. And it's not terrible actually. We're gonna overbet here. I'm gonna go 150. So let's see, 360, 180, 5, 40. Didn't have anything. 360. Was that the right math? 360, 180. Yeah, that was fine. All right. Wrap it up. King 10's marginal open, but sure, we'll do it. For the vid. For the vid. I do want to solve a couple of those spots because I'm not 100% sure. A couple of them. Let's see. 12%. The thing is here is like 12%'s a lot, right? I need to check something. Is King 10 a low frequency 4? King Queen, 12% so much. Ugh. Man. Hold that. If I had King Jack or King Queen, I would have 4-bet that. All right, guys. Hope you guys learned something. This is Doo-Doo Poker for Drivehud.